Hey Aries, what's up? Jackie here, she, hers. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, and Venus for your astro sex and relationship energy read. Out of the Hidden Sex Confessions deck, we have Complete Surrender, Aries. And so it's very interesting. You kind of have like a yin-yang, like the yin and the yang kind of energy here with the mass that's coming up. So balancing out divine masculine and feminine energies. And I feel like a lot of you maybe have some light and shadow work to do. And I'll explain more about that in a moment here. But this says they want you to completely surrender to them and enjoy being the center of attention while powerless to do anything to stop it. So someone's got a kink up in here, okay? Someone wants to fucking dom you, love you long time, love you good time, all the damn things, you know what I'm saying? But this mask here, I feel like some of you might be masking your sexuality, masking that you're kinky, masking that you want to be a sub, masking all these different types of things that you might want to try. And Aries, this is really hitting with your overall energy that came out of the affirmation and reminders deck. And it says, in times of darkness, you can always find the light. So I don't know who really needs to go within here and work on some shadow work with shame, body image, personalities, negative thoughts, subconscious beliefs, programming that is outdated and not serving you anymore. Lots of people are getting this card, but this is so different with your energy. And I also just want to say, check the other placements in your birth chart, because there's double confirmations in how I'm explaining this with some of the other signs, and yours is so very vivid with the thoughts, the thinking. With 16, crown chakra breaking down to a 7. Some of you are really in a dark place right now with depression, and that's influencing your sexual libido. Some of you may go through seasonal depression right now during this time, or even body image issues, or maybe you're experiencing different types of eating disorder symptoms and are really in a dark space and place with that around the holiday season, and maybe not wanting to completely surrender to, celebrating the holidays, going out, allowing yourself to have your cake and eat it too, as well as needing to maybe focus on practicing some more body neutrality, practicing gratitude, and thinking through what your body does for you. And even with sex too, right? And different types of sex acts and 9 of Wands and the upright, you're burnt out on this situation here. You might have a lover or a partner or a family member or a friend who's really like just trying to come and give you a hug here, Aries, or just listen to you. So I really just feel the need to say to you, like, surrender those negative thoughts, surrender those false beliefs, surrender that shame, like let go of it, work on it and with it, and don't control it or avoid it. Just try to release it in what way feels really good for you. Most important messages, we'll shuffle this out and see what comes out for you, Aries, but really working on body positivity or trying to maybe get there is hard for some of you, and even maybe neutrality here. And maybe some of you have been shamed about your genitals, vulva here. This talks about using proper genital terms. Maybe you never got that from attachment figures growing up, and you have 8 coming out here. So ascended master number around you, breaking some new patterns. Maybe you need to learn about sex education, your attachment style, how that's showing up in sex and relationships overall. Some of you have a secure attachment. Some of you are very anxious about sex and you have performance anxiety. And you're like, oh, I can't do all these things and I can't initiate sex, or whatever you might be telling yourself. I can't. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. Some of you might just be so sexually independent where you're just like, I'm avoidant and fuck y'all, I don't need anybody when it comes to sex. And some of you may have a disorganized attachment and you need to work on some of this stuff. It'd be really good for some of you to slow down, get a massage, and have that potentially be helpful to just being in your body here. For those of you that have a partner are in a coupled relationship, giving and receiving massages could be really great for you during this time, as well as a hand massage for yourself. You have 4 8s in a row. Oh my God. You have 8, 8, 8, 8 coming out. So some of you need to be working and checking with the doctor on physical health and the different things that I mentioned. Some of you could be working with a physical pelvic floor PT when it comes to maybe painful sex, or even just working in sex therapy on body image issues and shame here. And when in doubt, dance it out, work it, twerk it, okay? You need to get some happy chemicals in your brain going, and needing to feel that closeness with a partner and focusing on the confidence here. Some of you need to unplug from technology, stop comparing yourself to other people on the internet, and dissociation is heavily coming up with sex here, because maybe there's some anxiety, there's fear, there's stress, there's a lack of intimacy, and there's some distraction with being online, double confirmation here, right? Needing to allow yourself to be offline here. So, Aries, this is heavy so far. So we got some work to do, boo. Tell me what's going on with you in the comments below here. But I really just feel like you need to have fun. I really feel like you need to like prioritize your sexual self-care and prioritize you during this time, and really focus on some things mentally, physically, emotionally, and sexually. Like, you know, physical health influences mental health, absolutely. And mental health also influences sexual health. And it goes backwards that way too. And a lot of people don't realize it. And that's one of the things where all forms of health are important to be able to prioritize ourselves here. So cards that are coming out, gentle lovemaking, that just came out in Leo's energy. You could have Leo in your chart too, as well as some of these other ones as well. Complete surrender. Spirit's like, I said what I said. Surrender to this. Some of you are really nervous. Some of you, blowjobs coming out. Maybe you're performing oral sex for the first time. This could be something where you're nervous about it and, you know, your partner's like, oh, I'll be very gentle about it. The 5 here breaks down to the throat chakra, right? So maybe you are dissociating during gentle lovemaking, surrendering to a partner, giving them oral sex. Maybe some of you don't want to do this. That's okay if you don't want to do it, right? And peekaboo is your overall energy at the bottom of the deck, enjoying a little bit of mystery when it comes to sex and the reveal until you're fully engaged here. Gentle lovemaking says in the bedroom they want to enjoy slow and gentle lovemaking to really tune in deep with your body and savor the moment. We already talked about complete surrender, so I'm not gonna, you know, say that again, but Spirit's like, you know, just enjoy the love that they're giving to you in your body and the intimacy and the sex and the pleasure. Like, you get to be center stage, and there's no coincidence here that this is literally in the center current energy, past, present, future. You know what I'm saying? And blowjob says they love it when you go down on them and watching you get work on them, and there's nothing like you in their mouth is what this says. Tell me about gentle lovemaking. What does Aries need to know about this here? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card. Okay, so clearly y'all got something going on with the Pisces here. You could also maybe have, like I said, Moon card, some subconscious beliefs here that's coming up overall, and really kind of trusting your intuition with this new beginning here. Moon is Pisces. I also say Cancer and Scorpio for this deck specifically because this little lobster just gives me Scorpio energy. Cancer is ruled by the moon, and Pisces is this card in the deck. Maybe this is something where you're having sex on the beach or with a foursome, and it's like, I've never done this before, and it's like a brand new opportunity to try something new. Don't know who that's for. And tell me about complete surrender. Maybe that's what you're completely surrendering to. Yeah, like that's what it feels like. Or a Dom here. Knight of Swords in the middle card here, like BDSM and kinky sex. Like I said, playing around with some things, completely surrendering to your Dom. Aquarius card in the reverse here. You're unsure about this and whether or not you'll like it. 10 of Swords, because maybe someone has hurt you in the past sexually, and maybe they portrayed themselves to know all these things about BDSM and kink. They got you drunk and took advantage of you. But this person is not that person. So this feels like this is an energy, a projection from the past here, right? That person, whoever this was, you know, this is just heavy Aquarius vibes or energy season is what this gives me. It's like you can't completely surrender because maybe in the past when you've done that, you felt like you've gotten hurt. Maybe this person left you. Maybe this person was like, oh yeah, I love you, or said things they don't mean, or made you feel as if, you know, you were in a relationship with them, but you weren't. And then like, now, future energy overall is like the person that wants to come in is solid and sturdy and stable. And it's fire sign energy, Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be happening during Saggy season. Feels like two very opposing energies here. It feels like you have to work on some things with yourself. I think some of you are very much so in your head, and that's why it's really difficult for you to completely surrender. Maybe some of you had experienced that sexual abuse or assault in the past. I'm so sorry, Aries, for whomever that was. And that's why better sex through mindfulness can be really helpful when it comes to that dissociation piece. The blowjob here. So we have the Devil card in the reverse and King of Pentacles in the upright. So you got a Cappy that fucking loves you, wants to also give you as much like love and sex and intimacy and pleasure and affection as you give them. It's a solid, stable foundation here. Queen of Cups coming out sideways. You're unsure about this person. You got to really work on your feelings to see how you do feel with them. Chariot card in the reverse and Fool card in the reverse and Death Wow. Yikes. Like some of you, this is very graphic. So Chariot card in the reverse is Cancer, and Fool card in reverse is Aquarius, and Death card in the upright is Scorpio. This is telling me some of you may get caught having sex in a car, and it might be like the death of you, ruin a reputation, lose out on a lot of different things. You could also be having sex in a car with a Cancer, Aquarius, or Scorpio, and your car goes dead and you can't actually drive anywhere, or like you can't maintain erection, or you're actually not sexually aroused and you stop. You could be giving a blowjob in a car with sex, and then it like it dies, like the the erection isn't maintained, whatever. This is a lot of major arcana. So Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio. Maybe this has happened multiple times in a car. And it's like, maybe someone's gotten caught multiple times in a car and legally has been charged. I don't know why that energy's coming out. Be careful. One more. It's very specific, like the scene and the place and the space. This could be on vacation too, or traveling. World card. Great. So now you have a lot of more major arcana that you got to deal with. Things will be fine and successful or whatever as soon as you start to stop maybe closing out the cycle. So we have, again, Scorpio energy, Leo, Aquarius again, and Taurus here. It's like you're unsure of whether or not you want to be able to give this person like oral sex, because maybe in the past this person maybe people in the past energy specifically have said really nasty things, negative things. Maybe you had some awful experiences with a Cancer, Aquarius, Scorpio here, or a Capricorn, or any of those other fixed sign energies, Leo, Taurus, and it's something that you were really nervous about. And now this is something like maybe once you do it, it's going to be a success because you have like this inner narrative potentially of like, I am not good at sex, or I'm not great at sex, or I don't know how to do this, or whatever. And Spirit's saying, no matter what, at the end of the day, you will be successful. Like this is closing out some sort of norm or a cycle of this. And they're literally telling you this, but I feel like you have to tell you this. So Aries, some other pieces with that. It's like bottom of the deck, peekaboo. It's like Four of Cups. You're like down and out and sad, like why aren't these opportunities coming to me? You may not actually realize like they are. You literally have so many opportunities here, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune coming in, and that's that peekaboo mystery energy. You don't know how it's coming, but it's coming. Spirit's like, it is coming. Okay, top of the deck here we have the Sun card in the reverse. So Leo energy, there could have been something negative, awful going on during Leo energy. You could have Leo in your chart. You could also just be in a very depressive place and state right now in your mind, your body, your soul, sexuality. 10 of Wands, and you're burnt out and you're trying to close the cycle. You're really trying to work on some things that can be better for you. And it's hard to completely surrender. Yeah, like you aren't trusting your intuition. There's some subconscious beliefs that you need to work on when it comes to sex. High Priestess in the reverse. You're questioning yourself. And Knight of Pentacles. Spirit's like, once you stop, like I want to give you this golden, like tangible thing that you can touch and see that there's so many better things coming in and opportunities. Ace of Cups here, Aries. So Spirit's saying like surrender, trust, like get out of your mind like energy and get into your heart and into your body with partners. And we have backdoor. So some of you want to be able to give them back access to your backdoor and yourself and give them completely to this person. Again, that word complete. Then we have incompatible. So we have different types of sex positions that you may not like overall. You could also be getting a phone call like I am as I'm recording this, as well as like maybe doing some BDSM and kink with red, light, green. But this also says sexually incompatible, a clash of sex drives, or mismatched desires. You got to make it, if you want to make it work, you'll have to really work on maintaining things within that relationship overall. Some of you need to be focusing on sex positivity more so than anything else right now, like I said earlier, and assertiveness, taking the lead, speaking up, taking steps with this, okay? Aries, this is a heavy read. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot going on in your relationship energy read. Make sure you are taking care of yourself, your health, your wellness, everything. I know that is hard work to do. That is not easy work to do. So respect to all of you out there that are doing that. It's just gonna be so good for you in the future, okay? Tell me what you got going on in the comment below, Aries. I love it when you always, when you tell me what's happening. It's beautiful confirmations. Tells me I need to keep doing these reads and that you enjoy them and that you get pleasure out of them, which of course I love. And I'm just so grateful for all of you being here, and this just helps my channel grow so much. So thank you for all your support. Like and comment below. You got 2 cards. So we have any challenges you're facing can be overcome. Absolutely, Aries, you're doing it. And maybe this is when it's going to be overcome in winter. Be, you know, some different types of things that are happening for you, and embrace the creativity you have within you. Very beautiful. I love this so much with the rainbow. It's kind of like going from winter to rainbow here. Some more happier things are going to be coming in for sex and relationships and everything. Spirit saying, please completely surrender. We got your back. Let's work together and take things one step at a time. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for being here. Stay tuned for more and stay shameless.